Hey guys, Nick here from Nick's Taxes, back with another video. Today's video is not a good one, especially if you've been relying on the CRB for the past month, year, whatever it may be. A lot of you guys may be recognizing that a lot of prices have gone up over the course of this pandemic. If you have, let me know, and in what category. But Statistics Canada can now officially confirm that Canada's inflation rate has risen to its highest levels in the past decade. It went up 3.6%. Now this 3.6% was an increase in May, and that represents the fastest pace in 10 years, according to Statistics Canada. Statistics Canada has also said in a recent news release that just about everything is going to go up at a much faster pace than usual. We're looking at things from shelter, vehicles, food, energy, and consumer goods. For example, the cost of shelter has increased by 4.2% in the year up to May. That's the fastest rise in the cost of putting a roof over your head since 2008. Now, if you wanted to fill that home with furniture and appliances, those things are called durable goods, and those have gone up 4.4%, which is the highest increase since 1989, which also represents a great album by Taylor Swift. I'm sure a lot of you guys have noticed the prices in gasoline, and those have risen by 43% in the past year. Now that number looks astronomically high, but if you remember to last year, the demand for gasoline disappeared, right? And we saw these super low prices in gas, in the price of oil, but now they've seemed to obviously recover and do a little bit more than that. So that number is huge. But even on a monthly basis, if you want to look at it, the cost of gasoline went up in May by 3.2% compared to what it was in April. So we are seeing continual increases in the price of gas, which makes it that much more expensive to move around. Now, not only is it getting more expensive to drive around, but it's also more expensive to have a vehicle. The price of new cars has increased by 5% in the past year, and that's the biggest jump we've seen in the price of vehicles since 2016. Now, one of the reasons for that is apparent ongoing shortage of what they call semiconductors. And that's a global trend that has jacked up the price of basically everything that uses a microchip, including cars. So not only are we seeing new cars go up in price, but we're seeing used cars go up in price as well, as people are opting towards a cheaper used option. Now, some economics have been saying while the annual price increases have been eye-popping, this is compared to last May's numbers, which, basically everything was in the doldrums in terms of our economy, right? Everything was shut down for the first time. So we're basically making a big jump from a low bar they compare it to. And so they're saying not to get too concerned, but they also are admitting that our economy here in Canada is very hot, and that's leading to these high inflation numbers that we're seeing as our economy reopens. If the inflation persists, one way to cool that down is if the Bank of Canada introduces higher rates, and therefore spending wouldn't be as high. But for now, most economics aren't worried about the current inflation and don't think it will cause any permanent damage. They're saying that over the past year, because we've been locked down, Canadians have been saving more than usual, which is true. And so the current dent in our spending and our pocketbooks, it does hurt, but we're gonna be okay at the end of the day. There's a lot of purchasing power out there in the hands of the average Canadian right now because we've been saving so much. But I don't know about that, especially when we have over 1 million people receiving COVID-related benefits. Seeing these prices increase because of lockdowns is not something that I would be thrilled about. It's something I'm not thrilled about as we're coming out of this economic recovery. This is especially not good news for people that have been on the Canada Recovery benefits, especially as they're talking about making the cut from $500 per week down to $300 per week. So not only are prices going up, but if you're still stuck on COVID-related benefits, the amount that you're receiving might be that much less, which is going to cause you to find different ways to generate some income. All right, that's today's video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And if you got value out of this video, give it a thumbs up. Just helps my channel grow. And I will see you guys in the next video. I'm Nick from Nick's Taxes. And as always, happy taxing.